Hey everyone, I'm Ultraviolent4 and welcoming you back to part 9 of Naga Wanderer of Ellie. In the last episode we cleared Spider and we got our first rune, Gossamer Rune of Zot. Today we're going to be going for our second one, which is the Shoals rune. Do you like our title, by the way? The Purifying Naga? It sounds so... I was going to say pure, but that's such a bad word. Damn it, brain. Oh dear. Couple of things. First is that the second game of the month is up. If you travel to the DCSS Game of the Month subreddit, just throw DCSSGOTM in your favorite search engine, if need be. It is a Gargoyle Earth Elementalist, and I'll be playing that after this game. But it gives you a bit of a chance to start now if you want to have a go at it before I start playing. Please don't tell me what happens in your game. I want to be unspoiled when I get there. And then I want you to cast your mind back a little bit. Oh hey, we're still going with Spider, it turns out. Cast your mind back to a particular Rupert fight here on Spider's Nest. Where's the out here? We were over here at the time. So I put down a Wand of Clouds, we got a whole bunch of fire, and then I used a bunch of summons to fight Rupert. So I made a Phantom Mirror of him, and then I used a Scroll of Summoning, and everyone was fighting here in the fire. Well, I've learnt, thanks to NP7, Normal Person 7, that we were extremely lucky. So if we have a look at the things Ellie hates, she strongly dislikes it if you kill... Wait. Oh, it says here you attack allies. Okay, that's a bit misleading. She hates it, well I guess if you melee attack them, but she hates it if you kill your allies. So, while they were fighting in the fire, it turns out that if our fire clouds had killed one of our allies, we would have been credited with the death, and we would have been under Ellie penance. So somehow, by some fluke, nothing died to the fire, and I went on none the wiser. But that was extremely dangerous, apparently. And not just from Rupert, it was extremely dangerous from everything. Anyway, the more you know. Hey, we found an interdimensional caravan. Well, we don't have much gold. We've only got 250. We spent most of it buying the ring that we've currently got on, which is the ring Kiyomi, RLAC MR in +6. But I guess, how are we for magic mapping? We've got 3. It wouldn't hurt to find it, because even with only 200 gold, we might be able to pick up some consumables in there. I mean, we've only got 5 scrolls of teleportation, which are extremely crucial on a slow-moving species like a Naga. So even just 1 or 2 of those would be a good pickup. So I think I am going to magic map it. It's not too far away, fortunately, so we should be able to get there. Let's support this. And let's just talk very briefly about Shoals. We have enough MR here with 3 pips. Do not be too worried about mesmerization here in Shoals. We have a large shield for all the projectiles that you meet in here. Merfolk, Javelineers, just all the tomahawks, etc. And we have... what was the last thing? There was one other thing that I wanted to say. Because we're a large species, we can stand in shallow water and not have a penalty to our attacks. So that's also really handy in here. Yeah, like that. We can block the nets. Oh, we reflected it. Alright. I'm glad it missed, because that would actually be to our detriment if that reflection had landed on the Naga, because then we would have ended up losing the net. Can you not? Okay, thank you. I can apport this curing to us just before I step back around the corner. Some efficiency there. a new book. Book of Frost. I'm not particularly excited by any of these. Summon Ice Beast is a good spell, but we're sort of past the point of needing it. And hey, here's a bit more gold. 23, there you go. Oh. Another 15, we got enough to buy the Wand of Digging if we want. Yep, turns out those freezing clouds really hurt when you don't have any cold resistance. Okay, so we got a bunch of shops. There's a +3 ring mail of magic resistance. What have we currently got? +1 of fire. Okay. Oh, that's a centaur one. I saw the Black Knight's horse barding. +10 horse barding with ponderousness, R poison, and RN. Because centaurs are really fast, the ponderousness, you're still faster than most things, so that item owns. I really like the Scarf of Resistance. Unfortunately, it's out of our price range, as is the Ring Mail of Resistance. I shouldn't have even looked in the armor shop. I should just be going... Yeah, there are 3 of those, and all of them are going to make me sad. I should just go in the scroll shops. Yeah. See, there's a scroll of Blinking for 100 gold. That will be a good pickup. The Acquirement we can't afford, but that's a really cheap shop there with a bunch of things in it we want. Scrolls of Fear as well. I don't know if we can afford the Summoning, but let's check the other shops. Maybe this is a 364 gold Scroll of Acquirement. That's so cheap. I feel so cheated. Note the 2 scrolls of teleportation here for only 21 gold. So that's exactly what I wanted out of here. It's a glowing cloak for 172. Our current cloak is plain, but I think rather than taking a chance on this, we probably just want the scrolls. Do we have cancellation? We have one of those, so we could buy a second one. Not too exciting. That's another scroll of Blinking for, again, only 67 gold. That's crazy. Armor shop. Well, there's a Runed Fire Dragon scales. Glowing hat. Yeah, if I had gold, there'd be a lot of things in here that I'd want to buy. But I think we're picking up scrolls. Particularly, we want the Blinking scrolls. And we want the teleportation scrolls. Teleport. Do we have fog? We've got 4 of those, so we'll keep that. Let's grab Blinking again. And we've got 49 gold, which is exactly the amount of this Fear scroll. There you go. Look at that, perfectly calculated for maximum maximum bizarre efficiency. We're down to exactly 0 gold. All right. Well, I'm happy. We didn't get to try any of the armor, unfortunately, but now we're up to 7 teleportation scrolls and 3 Blinking, so that's good. I definitely should have put our Ring of Ice on before walking back out here, because we're potentially going to take a boatload of damage, and then what if we walked out here and then suddenly there was Mara or some other unique that was scary just out here. Here's another group of projectile enemies. Probably shouldn't have run in. I knew there'd be a whole group there, because fawns don't spawn on their own. They're a pack enemy. But I didn't care. Probably a mistake. Now that we've finished the Spider's Nest, and so Poison as a brand isn't so exciting, I wonder if we should brand weapon our Scimitar again. We've got 3 of those. I'm half tempted. Maybe, I don't know. Poison is still a pretty good brand here in this part of the game. Most monsters at least that we're going to make here in Shoals will be susceptible to it. Oh, sorry, will be not resistant to it. They're not susceptible, not like the spiders anyway. What are the odds of this? 8% mesmerization. Pretty good. That was a mistake, only a slight one, but I shouldn't be killing enemies over deep water, because in doing that, we lose all the items that they had, and then we don't get to eat them. We're trying to pick up 3 scrolls of enchant weapon. Ooh, that's a good find. Alright, let's go brand weapon our weapon, and if we get a lack, maybe we'll pump it up. Protection, alright, this is how it's gonna be. Flaming. I kind of don't want to use my last one because, I don't know, maybe we find a double sword somewhere and then we'll have no brand weapon whatsoever. So we didn't get lucky, we didn't get the elect. I think I'm just going to keep flaming for now. I think I don't mind leaving it at +3. We've got 5 of the scrolls, so we could have a +8 scimitar. No. Just remember we're carrying around this +10 blowgun. But yeah, we've only found poison needles. We never found any of the paralysis needles or confusion needles whatsoever. Oh well. Sometimes it be like it do. That's a glowing cloak. That's probably the one out of the bazaar. They probably couldn't sell it, so they just left it. It is a +2 cloak of invis. Okay, that's really nice. For the price of only 5 low points of evocation skill, we could have that invis be useful. I mean, see, it's very useful here in Shoals, but also at the same time not so useful. Because when you're standing in water, you can be seen. But if you're on the land, barely any of the enemies in here can see invis. I note that we have 3 potions, so I'm not going to be in a hurry to to train the evocations. If we need it here in Shoals, we'll use the potions. And then maybe we'll train it in a little bit. For now I'm happy just trying to get our large shield to its penalty point. Okay, we finally got mesmerized. I can never remember, the avatar is the weaker one, it's the siren that's stronger, so we just got hit by a 3% mesmerization there. Does that make sense? An avatar of something is fake, right? I don't know. We have 18 base strength. That's pretty crazy. We haven't trained any strength. Yeah, our Naga's just so strong. I'm gonna keep going in though. 18 strength is perfectly fine for any armors that I want to wear. Where's our last? Oh, our extra strength is coming from gloves of strength. It would mess with our spells too much, but we have more than enough strength to wear even plate armor. What am I seeing? A water elemental. Hiding in the top corner there. Very blended in. Stabbed it. Nice. I haven't really been attempting many stabs. When I've been seeing enemies, I've just been poison vaporing them. But we're not bad at stabbing things. We've got 14 stealth. So pretty good at sneaking up on things. This is the Book of Changes. 6 of Snakes is a pretty good spell. We'd have to walk around and pick up a bunch of arrows. I think we probably don't need 6 to snakes, although it's also free. It's free, but it's going to be pretty weak. We've only got 5 transmutations. No, I feel like I should, but I'm not going to. How about that? I wonder if they count as allies for the purposes of Ellie. Like if you use sticks to snakes and then you read immolation and blow up all your snakes, I wonder if she cares. I kind of suspect she won't. Has anyone ever done it with, say, Okawaru? I bet Dinos has. Dinos, you tell me. I thought I loved immolation, but every time I watch Dinos stream, it's just every 3 minutes, there's another immolation scroll. I don't even know where he gets them from. I wish I had that many scrolls of it. Maybe I do. I only have 3. Uh-oh. That was not a good plan. So because I can't poison, vape, the water elementals, I was just sneaking in towards them. But we met a whole pack of them in an Aquamancer. It's pretty dangerous. Fortunately we had this corner here, which is a bit of a choke point with the plant, so we got to fight them one at a time. But that's a really nasty pack. The Aquamancers can shoot you through the elementals as well, which is always a nice surprise when that happens for the first time. That one's dying to reflection. Shields to 12. Oh, there wasn't one more. I was gonna see if we could kill it completely just by standing still. Well, here's the Javelineer. Can we kill the Javelineer that way? Or we could just sneak up on it. I mean, that works too. Just saying. That's Shoals 2 done. New book? It's not new. It's a book of battle. I like how we're not picking it up. I don't know that a book of battle is new to us. I mean, maybe we found one. Probably we have. But all the book of battle spells were in our starting book, even though it wasn't the book of battle. Alright, here's a Satyr. I'm just gonna stand. No, I'm not. That's a Satyr and a Javelineer. Alright, turns out we are just gonna stand here. This is crazy for Shoals 3. So there's one particular Shoals 4 layout that has a bunch of Satyrs. But we're not on Shoals 4 yet. So unless the devs changed Shoals to only have 3 floors, this is surprising to me. As you maybe get a feel for here, Satyrs are really dangerous. They can hit for 25 damage plus their longbow, which a longbow is 20 damage. So we're talking about 45 damage. That's a lot just on their own. But in addition to that, they can sleep you and they can mite all the other enemies. So there are other Satyrs that they're with, or if you have multiple fawns and they mite each other, that really hurts. I'm just going to throw out a core sphere here at 17% chance to fail, and we'll just reset this. The fawns have low MR, so as long as I get that off, they're probably going to be afraid. I just tried to attack a plant. Just briefly lost my mind for a second. Yeah, we're fighting against water nymphs. We can constrict them, and our attacks don't suffer when they make their water puddle. This looks like a ghost fort. It's not, but it is ruined. But I don't see a ghost. Alright, well, we might do that then, but we'll do that at the end. Looks like there's, yeah, some big vault. There's another room behind that one. So the first room doesn't look too dangerous, but they're probably just trying to entice you in. And the second room has titans. We got hit with another 3%. Or 2%. And I can't get across the water here. Well, it's a good thing I have range. Wait, that's spectral weapon. That's not gonna work. Okay. If I didn't have range like that, a really good play, and I don't use this anywhere near as often as I should, is the Wand of Flame. Here in Shoals, because we're surrounded by water, that makes steam clouds. So that would have a double effect. It would give damage over time through the steam, but it would also likely fog the enemy so that we could then escape from the mesmerization if we needed to. I'm bad at using all my evocables, so the Wand of Flame is no exception. We have enough to buy Wand of Paralysis, that's fine. Just as I finish my speech about how I never use my wands. Let's demonstrate. Maybe we won't. Am I ever going to use a hand crossbow? I don't. Have we fired it once? Let's have a look. Question mark hash. We can look at our morgue. At the bottom we have an action table. Fire hand crossbow 22. There you go. So I have done it. Let's drop. And I like all these things. I'm just going to drop the hand crossbow. I think it's pretty clear that I'm never using this. That's spectral weapon again. I haven't really been using spectral in fights because constriction is so strong here. Oh, that's sad. Artifact boots, and we have a tail. Here's a good spell though. We just got hit by the tide, which I understand. Maybe I just moved forward due to tab, but it seemed like instead of hitting me back, he hit me forward, which doesn't seem right. This looks kind of nasty. I'm gonna throw out. Do we need a Wand of Clouds? Yeah, let's just do it. We're getting poisoned to death here. So these merfolk haven't been affected by the mephitic, which is really nasty. And we're being engulfed, so we can't currently use any of our Ellie abilities. So I'll need to step back before I do that to get out of the engulf. Alright. Unfortunately, we blocked the water elemental's attack here. So if I hadn't done that, because we're slow, the water elemental could keep engulfing us over and over and over again, and we never get to use our abilities. But I think we're fine now actually, because both of the merfolk just got affected by the mephitic. So it's only the water elemental here that's still actually doing anything. Although if this Aquamancer became unconfused, we're on 64 HP. Let me just let me just get a quick heal in here. Alright, that's better. That fight went really bad all of a sudden. I thought that was perfectly under control, and then it wasn't. Well, that's why we have Ellie for the panic buttons. That was a scattershot wand, I think, which I'm not a big fan of, especially when I haven't trained evocations. And every time I get told, but Ultra, you know this wand is really good. And I say, it may well be, but I am ideologically opposed to it. Alright, here's By Susan. We're not too afraid of her. So we happen to have Aralek, which is pretty unusual for this stage of the game. I would like to be able to fight her on her own though, without the other merfolk. So I think we're going to come at it from a different angle. fighting plants to get there. Alright. Once we get the nymph, then we can fight Susan. Okay, and she's poison resistant, so our poisonous vapors won't help. I think I'm gonna yell. I haven't seen a reaction. Okay, she's wandering. We're too stealthy though. Alright, there we go. She has finally seen us. So yeah, our poisonous vapors won't work here. Apparently it will. Does she not have our poison? She's resistant to poisons. Oh, so it's just letting me select her. Yeah, but it won't actually allow me to use it. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So as she's approaching, poisonous vapors won't do anything. I think what I might do is just ping her with a couple of flame shots. See, that's the effect I'm talking about. We ended up fogging her. So you can imagine how this would be effective against an avatar. She's not taking any damage from it though. No, that's fine. I think that we can probably fight her just with our sword. She's not large or anything. I think she might become bigger when she becomes a dragon, but for the moment we can constrict her. Do we need clouds? Probably not. Well, how about, I don't think I've used one ever. How about we throw out a Divine Vigor right now and get a bunch of extra HP. Make this fight a bit safer. So we've got 175 health right now. If we use that, we go up to 227. That's a lot of HP. Sup Trogdor, the Burninator. I think, yeah, we can just fight her. So we're going to constrict her. And we remain constricting her even though she's become a dragon. Apparently she's... Yes, okay. So I remember reading about this in a bug once. To me this still seems like this shouldn't happen. So you can see now she's giant. Because she's a dragon. So as a giant enemy, we're large. We shouldn't be able to constrict her, but we still are. And she even just moved there and we kept constricting her, so that's interesting. We're also kind of dying here. What are we going to do? She's resistant to poison and cold, so if I use a Wand of Clouds here, it would only be extremely helpful if we got fire. I'm going to try it. And then if we don't, which is very likely, we might have to panic. We've got Mephitic. Yeah. So we've got the two dragons wailing on us, and then by Susan. And she's still got quite a lot of HP. But we still have quite a lot of healing in the tank, right? Is that true? And we're no longer constricting her, and we've lost our spectral weapon. Kind of don't want to use my blinks already. Let's just throw out a heal and let's assess where we are. 120. Oh, we went down to 95. Although we killed one of the Hydras. Okay, here's the plan. We heal, we greater heal every turn, and we kill by Susan due to a riposte. Alright, that's the plan. Okay, we've got to eat. Oh god, and that's actually killing us. Okay. Do I teleport or do I just keep healing? I kind of like to kill her now because she won't turn back into a human. If we leave and reset this fight, she'll always stay a big dragon. And we've learnt that we can't constrict the big dragon anymore. So this fight would be much harder to reset it. I'm going to heal again. I want to just try to take her down now. Yeah, I should be doing this slowly. Okay, I've got other monsters that have turned up. I don't see us actually killing her. What is going on when we're attacking her. We hit her but do no damage. We barely miss. Yeah, we're not actually hurting her. This is real scary. Let's heal again. Alright. How are we going to kill by Susan? Box of Beasts is going to be extremely underwhelming because we haven't trained any avocations. We have one Scroll of Summoning, which I sort of don't want to use. If we could Wand of Acid her, we'd do a lot more damage with our attacks. Maybe that's the play. We didn't corrode her, but she did take a lot of damage from that. Alright, Acid's overpowered. I think this looks like the play. Alright, we got her, so I think we now attack, now that she's got -8 AC. We slashed her, we barely missed. Okay, we're dropping. Got it, alright, good. Oh, I can breathe again. Ow. Ow. Alright, that was hard. And she has a +4 Storm Dragon scales, which I'm curious to know about. Okay, we're 30 AC, 6 evasion. I think this will just completely tank all our spells. It's a pretty heavy armor, yeah. Poisonous Vapors goes to 36% chance to fail, so this is not going to work. Even though that's a pretty good item to get. Okay, Shoals 3 done. So that was like a Shoals 4. I feel like this floor is pretty difficult. And do I want to do this room? Yes. Who can resist? It could be anything in there. We're taking a lot of damage. Might have to start healing in a second here. That second is now. It's a good thing Nagas have so much HP. Wait, sea snakes aren't resistant to poison? What? That's crazy. I did not know. This is another one of those things where it's a venomous enemy, so I just expect that it should be resistant to poison, like a moccasin or a black mamba, but not an adder. Alright, for our trouble, we got a File of Floods, which we have some space for, and a glowing helmet, shiny helmet. It's +2, so it gives us more AC. I feel like this is an extreme downgrade in style, because we're going from the Disney Mickey Mouse helmet to whatever that is. Like a Mega Man helmet, maybe? No, it looks like the helmet that Astro Boy has, or maybe even Iron Man. Okay, I can deal with this, but I do like the Disney helmet more. Ah well. On to Shoals 4. Okay. Well, that was a hard, it was not. I'm kind of tempted to hit this alarm trap and then make all the enemies come to me at the stairs. Is that crazy? It's probably not right. We're not really stabbing stuff, so I don't care if we wake things up. I'm gonna do it. Hang on. Let's throw down a Passage of Galubria first. I really like these new tiles. So we get the Sentinel's Mark, we passage back to the stairs, and we pretend that we're playing Quaz, and we just stare dance everything. Oh, it already wore off. Right, well, that's fine. Everything should be coming to these stairs, as it is, you can see. And the water nymph is going to block the stairs. I should have checked how likely we are to pacify it. That seems a bit scary. I'm going to go to a different stair. It was all the way down the bottom. Yeah, because if we get locked in here with all this stuff and Donald just turned up as well, might be bad times. Oh, here's Nicola. So we're going to have a very unique experience here in Shoals. Again, we have Aralek, which is lucky. I think I just go back upstairs. And I don't mess with this one either. Here's to hoping our third stair is a bit safer. Maybe. And we're not too far away from the other stair. Okay, this one's pretty good. Do you have anything before I kill you in deep water? No. Could you... Fine. That was probably another Wand of Flame situation where I could have forced the Javelineer to come to me rather than just sitting there throwing javelins. Yeah. Always forget this, but the Harpies are poison resistant. And don't be alarmed now, but we're reaping the fruits of our trap labor here. We're getting to fight all these enemies here at the stairs. Very useful. There's a Windrake. You got to be careful in Shoals with how many things can stop you fighting at stairs. Oh, that's not the stair I meant. My bad. I didn't mean to come to this one. I want to go to this one. Aquamancers can. The Mesmerizers can. Donald immediately went haste and might. Yeah, I don't want to fight him if he's immediately hasted and mighted. Let's go back. Any enemies with nets can stop you from stair dancing. The water nymphs can stop you from stair dancing. Here comes Donald again. Alright. Can I get back up? Probably not. Okay, let's see. Heal other on the water nymph. 66% chance. Okay, I'd like to get rid of it. Did I get rid of it? No. Wait. It got blown away by the wind. Did the Windrake just decide to just blow the water nymph away for no reason? That's interesting. Okay, new plan. Donald doesn't see invis, neither does all of this other stuff. So I want to step onto land. A Siren has just turned up with a distortion spear. And we're going to quaff one of our potions of invis. Alright, and I think I would like to get the water nymph gone because it's going to bring its aura of water, and then if we're in water we'll become visible again unless I quaff flight, but I think it's just as easy to heal other it. Alright, good. Is it still going to do its trail while it's neutral? It is. Okay, we're getting screwed. It didn't help. He's running to the stairs. It's going to make us visible. Donald just killed the water nymph. Oh, that's an F. It's sad. Yeah, you tend to own Donald if you go invis against him. You do need to respect him though, especially when he's hasted and mighted. He'll put out a lot of damage. We just auto picked up the Shield of Reflection. I don't think we actually want that. We've got a large Shield of Reflection. Okay, never mind, we definitely don't care. Well, I was thinking that I'd rather just have a large shield over the reflection anyway. But if our large shield is also a reflection, well then. I thought we were getting reflection from our amulet. We are. Okay, we've got two sources of it. Makes sense. Guy's steaming himself. Again, reminding me that I should use the flaming one in here. Again, me reminding you I won't. I'm just checking all these enemies don't have rings or anything, or potions before I kill them in the deep water. Alright. Ran out of magic points, let's do it. Ah yeah, see it worked. It forced him to come closer. He had a potion of might. Well, that's one thing you won't see on the enemies when you're examining them, but you'd potentially lose that if you killed them in the deep water. Oh, the stair is totally surrounded. I believe the technical term for this is island. It's a crawl term and a geological term. If you're wondering how Donald got here, he can swim. Little known fact, he swims through deep water. And this stair should be, yeah, pretty much empty now. Everything already got drawn across to us over there. Alright. And because we made the noise, these huts are going to be open. Which is to our benefit, because the monsters have been wandering around. So we'll meet them one at a time, rather than entire rooms full of monsters. Oh no, it's tax, man. It's one of the things you can't escape. We picked up a new ring, which I haven't tried yet. Protection from cold, nice. Let's drop one of our rings of ice. So now we're ready for that ice cave still. Here's Nicola. He does see invis, so you can't use the same trick as Donald. I think we just fight him. If we have Arlek and the ability to constrict him, I think we just win. Oh man, he shot our spectral. He has haste. He quaffed haste. That's not fair. A hasted Nicola. Got him. Really glad that we had Arlek. Oh, that's annoying. Well, by shutting the doors, I'm forcing them to come to us. Okay, I may as well get a poison out so I can at least do the poison over time trick. Centaur's zapping a wand. He's zapping a flaming wand? He's doing better than I am. Monster's teaching us how it's done. This Catoplepus plus all these death yaks is probably an indication that we're about to meet Polyphemus. That's how you say his name. I walked back through there so I could fight them in a choke point. I still don't want to fight that many death yaks all at once. Oh, this guy's hurt so bad. Heal Allah. 61% chance. That's fine. I'm just going to grade a healing. No, lesser healing. There we go. save a bit of piety. But if he's going to kill us, we can pacify him probably. Alright. Really hoping we could heal before Polyphemus turns up again. Here's our distortion friend. So he needs to die before he gets in melee range, which is fine because he's a javelineer, so he'll happily just stand back there and throw stuff. Enough for our wand of acid. I would love to get the rune, but I actually really need to run. I'm gonna make my tune to work. Sorry. So that's gonna have to be it for now. Join me for the next episode. We'll get this second rune, and then we'll head either to Elf or Vault, one of the two. See you then.